Hello and welcome to another Ask Us Anything Live with me, Kate R. for Intrepid English. So I am the senior English teacher with Intrepid English, and every Friday I go live and I talk about a grammar, vocabulary or pronunciation point to help you, the English learner. And of course, please go and check out our YouTube channel, because we've got so many videos that can help you in English on so many different topics. And if you are a member with Intrepid English, please go and check out the Academy, because we have just made an Ask Us Anything course. So it's using because I've done over 100 videos, all the videos we've used, all the videos I've done on our Ask Us Anything YouTube channel has to be now made into a course with exercises, and so that you can really improve your vocabulary and grammar and pronunciation with all the tips that I give. So today, I want to talk about comparatives and superlatives. So I mentioned how I dislike the adjective nice last week. So please don't use it ever again. Use the alternatives that I gave in the video last week. But I want to talk about comparatives and superlatives because when we're using adjectives, it's really useful to be able to compare to people, to things, to groups. There is a specific rule that you do with the adjectives. So if it's a short adjective, that means one syllable, one sound. Big, tall, fat, thin, old, young. Those are all one syllable short adjectives. Or if it's a two syllable, so two sound adjective ending in Y, pretty, happy, dirty, then you're going to add ER to the adjective. So tall becomes taller than. Let's remember the than. Happy becomes happier than. Easy becomes easier than. Big, bigger than. Small, smaller than. If you've got long adjectives, so that's two syllables or more, two syllables without a Y, or three syllables or more, for example, beautiful, interesting, exciting, then you're going to use more plus the adjective plus than. So more beautiful than, more interesting than, more exciting than. So for example, let me give you some examples. So if I'm using the short adjective tall, I would say, he is taller than his brother. If I want to use an adjective that's two syllables with a Y, happy, she is happier now than she was before. If I want to use tired, so that is actually two syllables, tired, tired, then you would say, I am more tired now as a parent than I was before. That's two syllables without a Y. If I take three syllables, beautiful, he thinks she is more beautiful than ever before, or that she is more beautiful than her sister, for example. Now, let's look at superlatives. So superlatives are used to compare three or more, but to say something is to the highest degree. So if it's a short adjective, just like before how we added, where we added ER, you're going to add EST. So for example, tall becomes tallest, the tallest. Big becomes the biggest. Small becomes the smallest. Old becomes the oldest. Then if we go with the two syllables and Y, then we're going to go the happy becomes the happiest. Easy becomes the easiest. Dirty becomes the dirtiest. Okay, if you've got long adjectives, so two syllables without a Y, modern, for example, so the most modern. Or if we've got three syllables, exciting, the most exciting. So for example, Tom is the tallest in his class. She is the happiest she's ever been. That is the most modern building I've ever seen. This is the most beautiful beach I've ever been on. Okay, so we often use the superlative with the present perfect to talk about our life experiences, because we're saying this is the best we've ever seen, the top in all our life that we've ever seen or been to. So there are irregular forms because it's English. Of course, there are irregular forms. And the most important two are good and bad to remember. So it's good, the comparative is better than, and the superlative is the best. Then you've got bad, which is bad, the adjective, the comparative is worse than, and the superlative is the worst. Okay, there's also far. So we also say farther and the farthest. You can also say further than or furthest, the furthest. So I hope that's helped with you with the comparatives and superlatives. Please check out our podcast on comparatives and superlatives to help you even more so you can read it and listen to it again from my amazing colleague, Kate B. In the meantime, I wish you a wonderful weekend and I hope to see you next Friday. Bye for now.